Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, Connor and I are doing the long-awaited Q&A. Hopefully, you will find out a little bit more about Connor and I, so we will just jump right in. All right, first question is, how long have you and Connor been together? So Connor and I met each other 10 years ago. I think we were 12 years old. We actually didn't want to date each other. We kind of started out like friends with benefits. Can I say that? It's not a love story, I'm sorry, but we really didn't want to have feelings for each other, but we obviously did. And I'd say that we've been together, like we don't even know, because I just say like 10 years, because like that's when we first met each other, but I'd say like we're 8 years, like officially
going on 9
years.
August.
Yeah. When did you guys first meet and where? I'll let you answer this, because I feel like I always do the talking.
We first met 10 years ago, after grade 6, going into grade 7, playing basketball at a mutual friend's house.
I had your number before that though.
Yeah.
You used to like text all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked through Facebook first because it had just come out, and then we got each other's number, and then we texted.
Have you and Connor always been off and on? What made y'all get back together this time? I feel like you need a little backstory on our relationship. We never started out really wanting to be with each other. And then I started to develop feelings for him, and he was like, nah. And then he started to develop feelings for me, and I was kind of like, okay, no, like we've already, no, nah. And eventually I feel like we were trying really hard not to like each other, and then we just got to the point where we were like, okay, we both like each other, why don't we just like each other? Kind of just started to like be together, but we didn't really make it official. We never were like boyfriend, girlfriend.
I'd say probably the first 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything solid.
We were kind of like on again, off again, but we always came back to each other, which I feel like that's the reason why we're still together, because there was something. My question would be, how did you and Con realize that your relationship was going to be for the long haul? Okay, so for me, I think I knew when we would, you know, get into fights, into arguments, but we would always go back to each other. Like there's something pulling us back. Even when we were on our offs, it was like, we still talked, we still texted.
Yeah.
It was never really an off. It was more just like, it was never like we took a break and it was just like done, over. It was like we always wanted
100%.
to, we would even like hang out on our breaks.
Yeah, it's not like we didn't talk to each other for like a month and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, we'll go back. It was literally like we still talk every single day.
At what point in your ED did Connor meet you? Has Connor struggled at all with an eating disorder? You met me way before all that happened. So he knew me prior to it, during it, and then right now as I'm in recovery. I've
never had an eating disorder before.
No, yeah.
I just like food. I just eat when I want to eat, and I eat what I want to eat when I want to eat.
Yeah.
So.
Hashtag inspiration. How do you guys have such a healthy relationship? I think the number one tip is just being patient with each other and realizing that we're obviously two different people. You're gonna have disagreements and different opinions on things, and you just have to be willing to kind of compromise and stuff like that. You can't just, it can't be all about you all the time, even though I wish it was, but you know what I mean? The question is, when was your guys' first kiss and how did it happen? I went for it! Our first kiss, it didn't happen the first time we hung out.
No, probably the next time.
It happened the next time when I invited him over to my house.
Yeah.
We were in the basement.
Roughly, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was good.
I kind of remember that, do you?
Yeah.
I get little butterflies when I think about that. But what was you and Connor's first big argument about, and how did you solve it? I don't necessarily remember what it was about, but I'm gonna say it was me getting mad over Connor texting another girl. When I was younger, when we were first like dating each other, I was such a jealous person, and I don't know why, maybe it's my own insecurities. Thankfully, Connor is literally the most non-confrontational person ever, and I think that's why we work so well, is that I get a little bit heated and a little bit feisty.
Just a little
bit. And Connor's like so calm about it. He doesn't ever fight back with me.
I'm not gonna yell back.
So I feel like that's what really works. It's like our personalities go well together, because I know that I can't get anything out of him.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
This is for Connor, and it says, my question is, what was Connor's reaction when you came out as bisexual? How did you come out to him, and how old were you?
It was never like an official coming out or anything.
No.
And the reaction was kind of expected. There's no freaky word.
No, I never said anything. Like I never was like, hi, I'm Jen and I'm bisexual.
Yeah.
It was more like when we were on our little off things, or we weren't serious. We were kind of like, we messed around with other people or whatever it was.
Right.
I would mess around with girls and I would be really open and upfront. I'm a very upfront person, so I would never hide that, be like, oh, I can't tell Connor that. I was just like very upfront about it. I feel like I was
14, 15?
14, 15 maybe at the time. You always cook for Connor, but does Connor cook for you?
Nah.
No, I enjoy cooking, so it's never really...
I'm not peeling no avocados.
You don't have to peel avocado.
I don't know, there you go. I don't even know what you do with an avocado. So why would I make your food if I don't even know how to make it?
I've always wondered how you've said you and Connor have been together for 7 years, but he's only appeared on social media in the last year or so. That is because Connor and I decided to kind of like keep our relationship on the little DL, because that's not really what I was using social media for. It wasn't really for my life. It was more to document my recovery and my journey. So I never really wanted our relationship online because, you know, I have been online and I know that a lot of people can be mean and cruel, but within the last year or so, I've been a little bit more open, especially vlogging now. You guys know so much about my life that I want you guys to know about my relationship and stuff like that. But at the beginning, it was very like, I was just documenting my recovery. Now I feel like we've evolved into like a little family of nuggets together, and I obviously want you guys to know about Connor and stuff. So that's why we kind of made the decision that we would, you know, show his pretty little face on my Instagram and stuff like that. So how did you guys get over your miscarriage together as a team? I don't know. I feel like this is too fresh.
A lot of cuddles.
But I just really think that just supporting each other, and Connor never made me feel bad for being upset or needing my time. And that's what really helped me, is that I never felt stupid for even, you know, weeks and months going on still being upset about it, because Connor just was so patient with me. So I feel like just supporting each other, talking, communicating. Connor never made me feel like I had to rush it, and I hopefully never made you feel like I had to rush anything. So yeah, just time and supporting each other.
Yes.
Did you and Connor ever break up during your ED?
No.
No. Definitely not.
No,
and
all the like on again, off again, like all that kind of stuff was like way before the ED even happened.
Yeah. And then was Connor ever into fitness like you?
No. I mean,
no, not to the extent of me, but we used to kind of like go on runs occasionally when we were younger, or go to the gym.
Yeah.
But he was never really into fitness.
No, like I just kind of played sports. I was never into like pumping the iron or anything like that.
Will you guys ever move in together? So many of you guys have asked me this, and the answer is obviously yes. I mean, Connor stays with me most of the time anyways, but right now, like, we're not anxious to move in with each other. Also, he's super uncomfortable to sleep with because he snores all the time.
I'm exposed.
I know, but no, it's not like we're together. We're gonna be together for the long haul, and it's like, I'm not in any rush. Like, it's not like,
for sure.
We've never been in a rush.
No, 100%.
To do that. Which one of you is the freakiest in the sheets? Oh, no brainer. It's me. I have no shame in saying that. You don't even deny it.
I know. I'm not trying to say I am. Yes, it is.
Favorite thing about each other? Qualities, looks, personality.
The booty. No, you've always been a pretty little thing.
No.
Personality. You're very upbeat. You could surprise you with like a granola bar, which is very good. And then is that quality?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. You passed. Looks, I'm so jealous of his nose. I tell him this all the time. He has the cutest button nose ever, and I love it so much. And then just qualities, like I said before, he's such a calm person and just very patient and very non-confrontational. I like that about you. And we're just like stupid and fun together, which I feel like we can both be weird with each other, which is another thing that I like. Oh my God, this is so funny, because I know the answer to this, okay? What's the weirdest place you guys have had sex? I wonder if you're gonna remember this. Do you?
No. In a car?
No. Do you remember? Oh my God, this is gonna be really awkward if he doesn't remember this. A play structure. We went on a run one night when we were like, I don't know how old we were.
Yeah,
we were young.
Me on a run, yeah.
And the funniest thing is, I ended up doing a co-op through my school, and I worked at that school as a teacher's assistant, and every recess I had to watch the kids go out and play on that play structure.
You're a horrible person. At least go sanitize it or something.
That's terrible.
God.
Don't do as we did. Okay. Your relationship with Connor changed after your eating disorder, and I would say absolutely. It's gotten so much better because I'm able to do more things.
It was literally like we used to go out, and then when the like eating disorder kind of like begun and got really bad, we were literally like cooped up inside all the time. And I feel like things got maybe like a little tense just because we literally never went out.
Still here?
We got out of it. And I think it's honestly made the relationship so much easier now.
It has.
Like,
It's made it much stronger too, because Connor has literally seen me at my worst.
Yeah.
So everything from here on out is just
For sure.
nothing. What was your first date like? Was it awkward? No, we were never awkward with each other, which is, I'm surprised.
Just after talking and texting a lot, and then that first time meeting, I feel like we got the awkward out.
First date, we never like went to like a restaurant on a date. It was just very
Chill.
casual and stuff. And then he came over to my house, watched a movie.
Yeah, we don't really go to
Netflix and chill, before Netflix and chill was even a thing. We created Netflix and chill. Okay, so have you guys considered getting matching tattoos?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah. And then what are your nicknames for each other? Okay, I'll tell you my nicknames. This is Little Goose, Little Dove. I also call you Dovey Ganoush. I call you Bubba. I call you Nug. What's your nickname for me?
Well, just Goose.
Yeah, Goose.
Goose, really.
Or Nug.
Or Nug.
I'm my nugget in his phone.
Yeah, that's facts. So when I got a collar, I want a collar in my car, I have to say, call my nugget.
It's me. So this one is for Connor, and it says, what was the hardest part about watching Jen go through her eating disorder?
Like, it's like everybody says, oh, you should never comment on somebody's weight if they're losing weight, gaining weight. So obviously I saw that she was, you know, losing weight kind of drastically. So just knowing when to say something and ask if everything's okay was probably one of the hardest things, because you're just sitting there watching and you don't know what to do.
Do you guys plan on getting married? If so, when and where? This was a very common question. I feel like so many people want to know this, and Connor and I have kind of like a different view on marriage.
Like if Jen decides she wanted to get married, I'd be like, cool. If she decides she doesn't want to get married and wants to be like common law kind of thing, cool. I could care less. People have like dreams of marriage and I just don't.
And I don't really either. I don't really feel like you need a piece of paper to say that you love someone, or you need to be married to love someone. I feel like that's just kind of more like a tradition. But I do say, like, Connor and I, we talk about it, and we want to obviously get rings with like for each other, and obviously be like engaged or married or together forever. But the actual marriage, we just have a different view on it. Yeah, I think we just get rings and call it a day.
Call it a day.
Okay, so this question's for me. It's, what is your ideal proposal? Do you think Connor would actually do it, or is it too cheesy?
No, let's hear it, because I literally have no idea. Like, what
you don't know how you're gonna pop the question?
No,
okay.
have a ring on Mim's tail as she runs into the room or something.
Imagine if you did, on a little collar on Mim's neck.
Oh, that'd be good too.
My ideal proposal would just honestly like be at home, like ordering sushi or something, and then just something intimate between you and I.
Right. Yeah.
So take notes, Connor.
Yeah. What did you think of Connor when you first saw him?
I had the hots for him. Like, I was so like attracted to him. So when I saw him in person, I was sweating so much, and I was just like, I thought you were so good looking. I could not get over it. I think I went back to my friend's house after, and it was just like, ugh. Do you guys smoke weed?
Smoke weed every day.
No.
Never. I've never done it. Ever.
No, we don't do that stuff.
Do you and Connor have a favorite TV show or movie that you like to watch together?
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Riverdale.
Oh, I got it! Is there an age difference between you two, and if so, what?
4 months.
Yeah, I'm 21 still. Connor turned 22 in February, but we're born in 1996. Ooh, this one's for you.
Aw.
Okay, out of all of my tattoos, which one is Connor's favorite?
I think just like this whole arm.
You like it?
I just like how dark the whole arm is. Oh, and the one she hasn't showed you that says Connor across her butt. Yeah, I like that one too. She cried.
You and Connor have been in each other's lives for so long. What are the ways you've seen each other grow as people?
The booty.
No, I think that we've grown as people, like both of us. We've just gotten so much more mature, and obviously that does come with age, but back in the day we were both super immature. I feel like we were just very jealous people, and I feel like it's just awesome seeing how much we've matured and how things that we used to fight about, we don't fight about anymore.
Yeah.
Some people say that physical attraction, sex, is not as important to a successful relationship. Do you guys agree? Since everything is off limits, could you share your personal experience? I actually feel like we do have a personal experience when it comes to this, because when I was in the depths of my eating disorder, we did not do anything really.
No,
like,
literally
physically.
for like a year and a half. Like literally nothing physically.
And we're still here today. Sex is not the factor in a relationship that's going to make or break you. And if it is, and that person is probably not with you for the right reason.
Yeah.
So no, I definitely think that for a successful relationship, it doesn't come down to having sex with each other. It comes down to honestly caring about one another.
It's more of an emotional attraction is like the bigger thing, I think, than a sexual attraction.
Yeah. Yeah, the sexual attraction obviously just fuels the relationship, but it can't be built on that.
Right.
What are your pet peeves about one another and how do you deal? I'll let you go first.
No, you go first.
No.
Yeah, I feel like goes for both of us. We're both very indecisive sometimes, and we just go back and forth like, do you want to do this or this? Oh, it's up to you.
We can't make a decision.
No.
You're not very on time with things. When it comes to like physical stuff, it'd be that he freaking is the worst freaking heavy breather. He'll sit on the couch and be like, I'm like, it drives me insane. Do you and Connor plan on trying to get pregnant anytime in the future? If so, about how many years do you both think is fit for you guys? Wow, this is a lot of very intense questions. Definitely in the future.
Yes.
Not anytime soon. We're not planning anything. We're not doing any of that, but definitely in the future.
By 25.
I'll hold you to it. Are you and Connor each other's first loves?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would
What
say
a love
so.
story.
What a love story. There's a lot of questions here about Connor and like how he dealt with my eating disorder, and I feel like we kind of touched base on that, but
I just cared about her, so I wasn't gonna go anywhere. I personally think like you're pretty low if you don't help somebody through that.
wow,
But
you're
I
such a good human.
Oh, I know, I'm a philanthropist.
No, seriously, that's
but
what a freaking amazing person.
But at the same time, like I said before, I definitely should have said something sooner, and it was just a tough situation to go through that and not being able to say anything or feeling like I couldn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to know how Connor helped you during recovery, like how he acted, what he did to help me and stuff. I would say the best thing that really helped me was him just always being there and never judging me. He never made me feel bad. He never made me feel stupid. And I know that for someone who doesn't really understand fully maybe what an eating disorder does to you and how you think in those moments, I just like commend you so much for not getting frustrated with me or being angry at me. He always was just knew I was dealing with something and was so patient with me.
There were definitely frustrating times.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm not saying there was not frustrating times.
But you don't call somebody out on that journey. You can tell when there's something wrong.
Yeah, so that is what helped me the most, is just that he was so patient and good with me, even in my most frustrating moments.
Yes.
How do you and Connor keep your relationship fresh, exciting, and fun after all these years? You'd be good in the bedroom. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna put that in. I'm not gonna put that in.
So,
I just feel like doing stuff with the other person is always exciting. We travel, we go to the mall, we go for sushi.
It's kind of cool now too because there's all these different like vegan places coming out almost, right? So it's kind of cool.
It's exciting. We get to go to eat now. It's like a new phase in our relationship because we never got to do that.
Yeah. But the other thing too is you don't need to spend a lot of money to do fun things.
No,
so,
even a movie night is fun. Like,
yeah.
What is the best trip you guys have taken together and what did you do?
Probably the last trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Vegas with my dad when we were like 14.
We went literally when it was like 13 and then again when 14. The last trip was a lot better because we were both, not that you gotta be 21 to have fun there, but we were both 21, so it was kind of cool.
Gamble.
Yeah, it was cool to gamble and actually sit at the slot machines and chill, or like just go into a bar and people watch and stuff. Yeah. And we're just older, so more mature, knew more things. Yeah. It's cool.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ask this question because I know some of you guys have asked this, but what is Connor in school for? They probably want to know this. I feel like some of you guys asked me this. Are you gonna put them on?
I'm being an accountant. It's interesting.
Why did you put my glasses on?
Because I feel like more educated.
Yeah, he's gonna be an accountant.
Yes, perhaps. I don't know. It's tough. School's weird.
All right, guys, so I think that is going to conclude the Q&A. I feel like this is going to be really long, so I hope that you guys learned a little something about Connor and I love doing these Q&As, so if you want more of them, just let us know. And yeah, I hope you got to know our relationship a little bit better. Oh, I'm being so cute.
Oh, mine. I know, you're adorable.
Mwah. So yeah, that is us, that is Connor, this is Jen, and this has been...
Oh God, cringiest moments ever.
Okay guys, so that is it for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!